Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we're taking a look at The Legend of Korra, and we are on episode 7. This one's called The Aftermath, which there will be a lot of, and I just cannot wait to see the follow-up after Amon wrecking havoc at the arena.
Yeah, you saw him just simply take over that arena pretty easily and barely an inconvenience to get rid of the other benders, and so I'm ready, willing, and able to see what the aftermath is.
Yeah, took out the wolf bats with almost no effort, put some giant holes in the roof of their pro bending arena, blew up the actual gaming floor, whatever it is you want to call it, the turf, the field. So a lot of damage. So this episode being titled Aftermath is pretty fitting. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
All right, without further ado, let's go!
Water. Only the Avatar.
You know, Korra hasn't been doing much airbending training lately.
Yeah, and I think that's going to become key for when she has to fight with Amon.
These revolutionaries who call themselves equalists are not interested in equality at all. Chief Beifong was supposed to protect Republic City, but she was powerless to...
Oh, there's all the ships on there, all on the ground.
Our law enforcement needs new leadership.
Telling you, that was his plan from the start. This guy's dirty.
This guy's in on it.
100%.
Yeah, he's in on it.
Oh, look, they already got the...
And Sato, maybe.
Yeah, he's in it with Sato and Amon. Yep, okay.
I still can't believe they're shutting this place down.
Great news. You can come live on Air Temple Island with me.
Asami already invited us to live in her dad's giant mansion. It's gonna be the lap of luxury.
Hey, Korra. I was hoping you'd stop by.
I was just leaving. See you guys around.
Why not tomorrow?
I have some Avatar stuff to do.
Oh.
We all deserve a little rest and relax. We could swim in Asami's pool.
All right, Pabu.
Great. We'll see you tomorrow.
Whoa. What were those?
Whoa. This is intense.
Finding one of their hideouts.
Looks like our intel was good.
There's enough evidence here to bury Cabbage Corp.
Cabbage
Corp is funding them, maybe? Or is that just a ruse?
Or yeah, did they plant that stuff there?
Sato set up Cabbage Corp.
Because the whole time the intel...
Sato set up Cabbage
Is it true
Corp.
that Cabbage Corp is conspiring with the Equalists?
The evidence points in that direction.
Because their intel hasn't been great.
And are closing Cabbage Corp.
Not my Cabbage Corp!
Yes! Yes!
I mean, it's a terrible way for it to happen.
Not my Cabbage Corp.
We're just celebrating him losing his livelihood.
Here's Rami.
I'm sorry Amon took your bending.
Whatever Amon did to me, it's permanent. You gotta get him for me.
If you remember anything else about what you saw during Amon's attack,
I'm happy to help any way I can.
Greasy bum.
See you around, Avatar.
Avatar.
The Avatar.
Oh, is that the estate? Ah! Oh, pfft.
Avatar Korra has arrived.
welcome to paradise.
Got swim shirts on.
They're wearing their tank tops in the pool.
This is the greatest place in the world. Watch this, watch this. Fetch me my towel, good sir. Now pat me dry.
Oh, pfft.
Come on.
Don't forget Master Pabu.
What a dick.
What do you have planned for us today? Shopping? Makeovers?
I vote makeovers. Ah!
Something a little more exciting in mind.
Wow. Oh, it's got a racetrack.
It's not your average bumper cars.
Way cooler than a makeover.
You want me to take you for a spin?
Let's do it.
Wow, look at them go. I love this music.
I know.
I know him. He always goes high.
Yeah.
Yeah, rubbing the boss's daughter.
That's what I was gonna say. The wall. This guy knows who he's racing against, right? There you go.
That was amazing. I gotta admit, I thought you were kind of prissy.
People usually assume that I'm daddy's helpless little girl, but I can handle myself. I mean, I've been in self-defense classes since I was this high.
Emergency! Emergency coming through. Beep, beep.
We have a ladies' powder room upstairs. You can freshen up in there.
Thanks.
Oh, this feels sketchy, doesn't it?
Some kind of setup.
Or is she just trying makeup for the first time?
No, it's the... Oh, I thought it was something she recognized.
Everything is going exactly as planned.
The Cabbage Corp investigation has bought us enough time. By the end of the week, we'll be ready to strike.
Knew it.
Yeah, but strike what?
Sorry, I forgot. I'm supposed to air sit. I mean, baby bend.
Baby bending?
You think Mr. Sato manufactured those gloves for the Equalists?
He does have the means.
Mm-hmm.
The Agni Kai triad robbed Sato's mansion. A firebender killed Sato's wife.
Oh.
Maybe we should look at Mr. Sato a little more closely.
Oh, good luck with that.
What's going on?
Oh, this is gonna go good.
I think your father might be involved with the Equalists.
I don't believe this.
You spied on Hiroshi?
Completely ignoring what she heard.
Just because we're not benders doesn't mean we support those awful equalists.
I have nothing to do with those radicals.
Might we have a look into your factories and warehouses?
You're welcome to search all of Future Industries.
Did Hiroshi Sato frame his longtime rival, Lao Ganla? Or did Chief Beifong just plain arrest the wrong man?
Well, those guys all have those cables on their arms.
It would appear Hiroshi is innocent.
Now you can all leave.
I hope you're convinced now.
No, I'm not. I know he's lying.
Are you that jealous of me and Asami?
Don't be ridiculous. That has nothing to do.
Like they're watching.
They're listening. Yeah.
Hiroshi is not the man you think he is.
Let's go, babe.
Yeah. You knew that was coming.
Let's go. This felt like an 80s scene. Just gonna get some inside information.
Yep. Yeah.
I think you guys should hear this. Meet me under the north end of the Silk Road Bridge at midnight.
Could be a trap.
Could be.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Yeah, let's all three just go non-suspecting in the darkness.
Better three than one.
Oh, is this like Deep Throat for Nixon?
What do you have on Hiroshi Sato?
He manufactured those gloves for the Equalists. And there are rumors he's working on something even bigger. He has a secret factory right underneath the Sato mansion.
Secret factory.
So how does she play this? Become all friendly and then go snooping?
Raiding the Sato mansion is a risky move with Tarlock breathing down your neck.
But protecting Republic City is all I care about.
What are you doing here?
We have reason to believe there's a factory hidden below the mansion.
The lies you people come up with just to persecute my father.
It's like in the Fast and the Furious and they raided Johnny Tran's house.
It's exactly like that.
No one has left the workshop since we arrived.
Perhaps we just couldn't see him leaving.
She gonna bend some metal?
Oh,
look at that. Just like Toph.
Just like her mama.
There's a tunnel beneath the workshop.
There's no tunnel.
You were saying?
And?
Do you think your dad knows about this tunnel?
Maybe Asami didn't know.
I'm sorry.
Into the tunnel. Be cautious.
You go in the tunnel, lady.
See what happened to us last time?
Keep an eye on them.
Look at that.
Oh, like we said, everything was going so smooth with them. Oh.
Yep. Pretty obvious now.
Whoa.
Not your average backyard workshop.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Johnny Fives.
Little bit.
I'm guessing those are the new weapons.
Is there someone inside though
Yeah,
right
it's
now?
like a suit you can get inside of.
Oh.
Hiroshi was lying, all right, but where is he?
We need to get down there and see what's going on.
You're staying put until the chief comes back.
But can we wait outside or something?
We're waiting right here.
But don't blame me if I start...
Hit him with the big splash.
Just stay put until the chief comes back. That sounds very familiar, doesn't it? Why? Because you said it.
You should stay here.
I have to find out the truth about my father.
That's why I'm going down.
All right.
I'm afraid you won't be able to metal bend that wall. It's solid platinum.
Oh.
Not even your renowned mother could bend a metal so pure.
Just give her a couple minutes. I'm sure she would have been able to.
You lured us down here.
Oh.
Oof. What is powering them?
Whoa. Look at that.
Oh, whoa.
Well, boy's busting up his underground factory pretty bad.
Oh, no.
Zapping them. All right, Tenzin, let's see what you got. Tenzin, rather.
Whoa!
Oh, got him. It's like technology caught up to your abilities.
Load everyone into the transports and deliver them to Amon.
We could use some help right about now.
Korra was right. We gotta do something.
Not so fast, boys.
Hello, Mr. Sato. What a really...
Sponsoring our team, it was all just a big cover.
And the most difficult part was watching my daughter with a fire-bending street rat.
Street rat. Just like in Aladdin.
Dad, stop!
Oh. You weren't supposed to hear the street rat part.
No.
These people, they took away your mother. They've ruined the world. But with Amon, we can fix it. We can help people like us. Join me, Asami.
Don't do it. Is she gonna help him?
I love you, Dad.
Oh! Well,
remember, she's been doing
self-defense
classes.
Good thing they mentioned that.
Oh!
Just in time.
I was like, don't tell me they get him right at the frickin' end.
I was gonna say, we're gonna get the flyaway like mansion blowing up.
I failed as chief. I'm handing in my resignation.
No.
They need you.
I'm gonna find my officers and take Amon down. Outside the law.
Yeah.
Above the law.
Above the law. Conan and Seagal.
I'm sorry this whole thing happened.
Does your offer to live at the air temple still stand?
Of course it does. After everything she's been through, she's going to need you, Mako.
She's gonna need that strong man in her life.
It's supposed to be.
That's it.
They all feel like that.
They do. It's like they leave you hanging right at the end like that. What a revelation! You know, it wasn't until the last couple of episodes I was starting to have. Well, immediately I had my doubts about Asami and the whole way that she met Mako and everything. But turns out she truly did not know, and it was her father behind it the whole time, which you start to look back on and it kind of made sense.
Yep.
Who had the means, who had the finance, who could make it happen. All they needed was a reason why, and it was because some firebenders took away Sato's wife. So that's been the whole reason for everything he's been a part of with Amon. And man, I still don't know how they're gonna take Amon down. Now we got giant Johnny 5 robots they have to deal with, in addition to his henchmen who, you know, I don't know about you guys, but, you know, whenever I see like an animated series or a movie like this, usually the henchmen are in the background and they're just kind of like cannon fodder. You can usually take care of them pretty quick, but even the low-level guys that Amon has are a serious threat to any of the benders. So they need to come up with something to figure this out. Maybe... I don't mean, it's only episode 1. I don't know if Korra's gonna, you know, realize the Avatar state or anything like that. If we're gonna jump to something like that, but they need something to even the playing field.
Yeah, they have not had her in the Avatar state yet, and they're holding, they're just holding on to that nugget, not showing us that.
She's less to master air.
Yeah, she's so well. Aang was able to get in the Avatar state before he knew fire or really Earth. So. But she still needs to learn air because she's going to need that in her repertoire when she's fighting when not even in the Avatar state, as we saw. But wow, they had that classic story where you overhear something and then it's like, is it right or is it wrong? You had you were right all along having your suspicions, but my God, I was worried for her to do a Stephanie McMahon where she then takes it, father, of course. And then
she does it. Yeah.
But so we'll see how this plays out because now she has to go against her father, but at least she's got Mako right now in her life to help her get through it.
Strong man.
Strong man by her side.
We started getting, a little bit of insight that maybe the old man was behind some sketchy stuff. Of course, the daughter denied it. Mako denied it. No, you're being crazy. The factory turned out to be there under the mansion. I mean, I get why the dad is mad. A firebender took the mom. Of course. The old revenge story. It's a tale as old as time, but they did a good job with this, and I agree with Mason Quinn. It's interesting seeing the henchmen be as powerful as as the main bad guy or close to there.
Yeah.
Which definitely creates an interesting dynamic for your heroes when they're trying to take out the bad guy, but they more than have their hands full with all his helpers. So it kind of keeps the action going. I was really curious to see how she was going to handle that when he handed over the glove. Like you said, it could be the join me type thing.
Yeah,
join the dark side. But she
especially then she put it on and that was really
had
good.
that look.
She took the right path, which of course, gave affirmation to my earlier insights that I thought their meeting was truly an accident and that their love was real. Mason Quinn over here, doubted her from the get-go.
She could still turn. You
never know.
She could still turn. Lorraine Baines' dad hit George McFly with the car.
That's true.
That's how they. You know what? Answer. You relax.
Always Back to the Future. With this guy.
But in any regard, a really fun episode. Obviously, the Chief's got to go after her guys.
I love that she said that too. She's handing in
She's going to do it her way. So
that too.
Yeah, that too.
There's definitely going to be some intense moments coming up, but we'll get to those very, very soon.
Now she's going to go after him her own way and everything like that. I guarantee you by the end of it, she's going to figure out platinum bending. That'd be freaking badass.
Well, she is Toph's daughter, so...
Yeah, so then she did the thing with the foot to
off,
see everything. Oh, that was awesome.
That was great. And they need to figure out, maybe they can get some help with Cabbage Corp, maybe to build them some tech to insulate them against
that was awesome.
To insulate them against the lightning and electricity attacks.
There you go.
We'll find out.
They got to figure out something.
Oh, this is so much fun, and we've only just begun.
We're just getting started.
Only seven in. So for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.
Only the Avatar can master all 4 elements.
I feel like JK has literally been in the last 10 movies and shows that we've done. He is
pretty
in
much
everything.
And we're not complaining one bit.
Beifong resigns as chief of police. Who will help the Avatar stop Amon?
And this is only book 1.
Mm-hmm.
Pabu.
Welcome to Air Temple Island. Welcome to my domain. What's that fuzzy creature? That is a fire ferret. He's cute! Fly, Sky Bison, fly!
Yep. Thanks for sending the air acolytes to help us with the move.
Poor little dog.
Thought you were only bringing a few things.
Trust me, it could have been worse.
It's Her Royal Highness's matched luggage. She can't travel without it.
You're pretty. Can I have some of your hair?
Looks like I have some competition.
And now for the grand tour. The flying bison sleep in those caves down there, and that's a temple Grandpa Aang built.
I have a couple questions. Is this an all-vegetarian island? Is that where you train airbending? Do we have to wear air acolyte clothes? Do we each get our own sky bison? How many trees are on this island?
Yes, no. 10,552. Boys have to stay on the boys' side. We shall meet again soon, beautiful
he
woman.
can't stay with her? They gotta sleep in different...
Very strict.
Wow.
Asami, did you know Korra likes Mako?
No, I wasn't completely aware of that.
Oh my
I
God.
can't believe they dropped that.
Wow.
Wasn't completely aware of that.
Run along, Iki.
What the hell?
Possessed?
I know this is a little rustic compared to what you're used to.
I think it's really charming.
Iki, I swear, if you don't leave us alone, I'm gonna... Tenzin, come right in.
Saikan is going to be inducted as the new chief of police later. I think we should both be there.
Saikan.
It is with great humility that I take her place as the new chief of police. Republic City is facing a threat like none the world has ever seen. But there is one man who has been effective, Councilman Tarlock.
Of course.
I will report directly to him.
What is that weasel snake Tarlock up to now?
Oh. That face just tells you that he cannot be trusted.
Might as well have a turtleneck and a leather jacket.
Long time no see. I look forward to your return to my task force.
Forget it. I don't need you. I'm the Avatar.
You are merely a half-baked Avatar in training.
Oh.
How is your airbending going? Best stay out of my way.
Yeah, she hasn't been doing much airbending practice.
I've memorized nearly all of the practice forms, but I still can't produce a single measly puff of air. I'm a failure.
Have you ever made contact with your past lives?
No, I'm a spiritual failure too.
Perhaps something you mistook as a dream?
I had a few weird hallucinations.
I remember it was a bunch of flashes.
I saw Aang.
Aang's spirit must be trying to tell you something.
Coral.
Coral?
What's wrong? You can tell us.
How am I supposed to save the city when I can't even learn airbending?
Aang hadn't mastered all the elements when he was battling the Fire Nation. He was just a little kid.
The arena might be shut down, but we're still a team. The new Team Avatar.
And we can save the city together.
Let's do it.
Family.
Yeah, let's do it.
Flatulence.
Oh my God.
Just drops in out of nowhere.
What was that all about?
You always know how to accessorize your outfits.
One way to fight equalists is to use an equal.
Whoa.
That's smart.
Naga away!
All right, scratch that. Any other ideas?
Flying bison?
Oh.
What, did your old man have the Batmobile?
Yeah.
You think this'll do?
She had a 4-seater.
Time to unleash the beast.
Only a V6, huh?
Well,
Manual. Just cruising the Ave.
My dad had police scanners installed in all of his cars.
Calling all units. Level 4 alert. Jailbreak at headquarters. Chi blockers and equalist convicts are still at large, armed and dangerous.
Chi blockers!
oh, there you go.
Let's get him.
Oh.
High-speed chase and Avatar.
That's what I'm saying. It feels so weird. We got cars and motorcycles and Avatar.
Give me a ramp, now!
Oh,
give me a ramp.
Nice. Someone new airbending.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
They don't know we made the turn.
Oh!
There you go.
That'll do it.
There you go.
I'd start collecting gloves from all those fools if they have them. Oh.
Oh.
All right, so what's inside?
What's in the box?
They're standing behind him.
What do you think you're doing?
We captured the escaped convicts for you.
Stay out of my way.
No, I've got 3 ponytails.
The law I have proposed would make it illegal for anyone to be a member of the Equalists. It also puts into effect a curfew, ensuring all non-benders are in their own homes by nightfall.
This is going too far, Tom.
Non-benders?
You can't punish all non-benders for the actions of a few.
That kind of cowardice will cause our city to fall into Amon's hands.
No, that kind of tyranny will cause them to go into Amon's
Go
hands.
exactly what Amon wants. It's the old safety and freedom balance.
Equalists have taken to the streets. Consider them armed and dangerous.
Oh, no. She saw that.
Yeah! You benders can't treat us this way. Please help us. You're our avatar too.
That she is.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have the right to treat these innocent people like criminals.
This is an equalist rally.
They're just normal people who want their rights back.
Round up all these equalists.
Oh.
What?
You're under arrest. Arrest him and his brother.
Oh, boy.
It's not worth it.
So streets just screwed.
Take them away.
Oh, boy.
This guy sure is a dick.
Mm-hmm. Got a little bit of power. Went right to his head.
I came as fast as I could. Saikon?
I'm pretty swamped at the moment.
3 of Avatar Korra's friends were wrongly arrested tonight.
All equalist suspects are being detained indefinitely.
Wow.
Those people are entitled to due process under the law.
You'll have to take that up with Councilman Tarlock.
Oh, I plan to.
You're officially the worst chief of police ever.
Grab his chin.
Wow.
But you really are the worst. Ever.
Let's go.
I think she's gonna bust him out.
You and I need to talk.
You obviously have something on your mind.
You're using your power to oppress and intimidate people.
And you don't?
Of course not.
Isn't that what you came here to do? That's what I admire about you, Korra. Your willingness to go to extremes in order to get what you want.
You're just as bad as Amon.
Ooh. Oh. Oh, the old revolving door trick.
Still think I'm a half-baked avatar?
Oh, the old superhero landing.
What are you gonna do now? You're all out of water, pal.
Pal. Blood
he's
bending.
blood bending.
Oh, he is. He's blood bending her.
You're bloodbender?
Ooh. Oh, that's how he controlled him.
Where are you taking me?
Somewhere no one will find you.
Right out of her mouth.
She just breathed fire?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember even when Azula was trapped, that's what she was doing, was spitting fire all over.
Wouldn't she be able to breathe fire on the ropes?
Oh, we don't get to find out where she's being taken. What you know? What a fitting title for this one, when extremes meet, because there was definitely that between those two. And the big reveal, of course, is that we got bloodbending is back. You know, we haven't seen that for, it seems like forever.
Yeah.
You know, obviously since we watched Avatar, but you know, it's so. You know, I know we're already in episode 8, and it seems like it's been so much more because of how much story there's been. But I still kind of need to remind myself of how much time has passed, because we're watching an Avatar series essentially, but the technology has progressed so far to the point we have airships and cars and motorcycles and this cool tech with the gloves that shoots electricity, and it's such a different time now than what it was before.
Yeah, like 70, 80 years into the future.
Yeah, so it really makes for a different story and a real enjoyable one, and they've done a fantastic job with it. This episode especially was great. We saw everybody kind of get rounded up and brought in on trumped up charges, thrown in jail. So we'll have to see if maybe Tenzin can come to the aid in the next episode, or what's going to happen if Korra can get out. But either way, this has been fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, this has been real crazy so far, especially with how Tarok has really been or Tarlok has like shown that he can bloodbend, which, like you said, we haven't seen it because remember, Katara swore that she would never do it again. So how did he figure it out? But then he also said there's more that meets the eye to him. So I'm wondering what else does he have, because we saw the quick little flashback. We saw Aang, which looked like in like a courtroom of some sort.
He was trying to do something, and then he held him back.
Yeah, it was something. So this is really intriguing and really getting me going. And like now we don't know where she's going because they ended the episode. And like one thing I gotta say is, while watching this, even on Netflix, they do that long dramatic pause on a commercial break. I would hate that so much if I was really watching it on Nickelodeon at the time. I'd be like, "Duh! How long does this commercial have to be? Fast forward as fast as I could." But so far, this has been wow, like coming in hot.
Yeah, it was interesting that, I think you kind of felt leading into this confrontation that Korra was going to really have the upper hand against this guy. And not the case. Look, is she half-baked? Maybe not. But is she full power? No, she's not. And that's something that she knows. Everybody kind of knows. And I don't think she was ready. We certainly weren't ready to see the bloodbending. So this guy who was just kind of this, power-hungry, political figure, now she's realizing that, okay, he's kind of a badass too, and he was holding out on, kind of letting it be known, like, I can mess some shit up.
His true capabilities.
Right?
Yeah.
And so clearly he's a very, very powerful bender. So, yeah, he is going to have issues with the Equalists. This is crazy. We got the whole team Avatars basically in jail, and now
lasted all of about a day.
Now Korra's going to God knows where. So it'll be very interesting to see how this plays out. And the fact that he's all, nobody's ever going to see you again. It's like, just relax.
Yeah, calm down.
We got another like 44 episodes of this. So I don't believe that. But another great episode, another fun cliffhanger, both at the commercial break and at the end. So,
yeah, and I will say, do you guys think there's only one episode left, right? Answer of the season?
There was 12 in the first season.
So there was 12. Do you guys think we're going to
12
wrap
episodes.
up this story with Amon and Tarlok and everything? Do you think that's all going to be wrapped up in
I don't know
first,
if it's
book?
I don't know if it's gonna. I mean, it's got to continue on and on. But I mean, it was really Prince Zuko was the main baddie for the first 2.5 books, and then it really kicked into gear for Fire Lord Ozen. But this could be entirely different, where Amon is around for the
That's
long
what I'm
haul.
wondering.
Well, and the thing is with the first
who
one,
is
we had 3 books, but it was all pretty much a continuation of the same story and topic. So I don't see that we're going to get, season 1, then a new topic, season 2,
a new villain every time.
But who knows? Maybe they will do it that way. Maybe the season 1, we have 3 more episodes or 4 more episodes, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And I mean, with as much content as we've gotten in the first 8 episodes, I mean, they could potentially wrap up this particular storyline in another 4 episodes. And then lead us in a different direction in the second season. So I don't know if we're going to do different plots, different seasons, or if it's going to kind of be one long running plot line through all 3 of the seasons. Either way, I'm pretty pumped. I think we're going to be in for a really fun ride for the rest of this season and our chapters. And both
for every book.
Yeah,
books, chapters, books. Yeah.
So
all right,
that was a lot of fun. Oh, just a few more episodes to go to wrap up season 1, but we're well on our way. So for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pal. Hey, they just said it on this one. It was awesome. So catch you on the next one.
You're all out of water, pal.
The Avatar has been... Tarlok arrested her friends. Korra confronted the councilman in his chamber.
This guy.
Quickly turned into an all-out bending battle. Tarlok revealed his ability to bloodbend. Will the Avatar's friends find her before it's too late?
You almost forgot about bloodbending.
I remember Katara swore it off that she would never do it.
Oh, she's still doing it. So she's a waterbender. Wouldn't she be able to have the potential to do the same, though?
Yeah.
The potential.
You can't keep me in here forever.
Huh. Looks like where they left Walter White.
That looks familiar.
Anybody who's a parent knows that one.
That one.
Yeah.
This better be important.
Councilman Tenzin here. What? What happened? What was Korra doing at City Hall?
She was upset that I arrested her friends. She asked me to release them, and that's when the Equalists attacked.
Oh.
We were outnumbered. I was electrocuted. Mobilize the entire police force. We have to find the Avatar.
You son of a bitch.
Late last night, Equalists attacked City Hall, capturing Avatar Korra.
God, you wonder if the Equalists aren't going to deny that claim just to create more
like, hey, we didn't
tension,
do it.
angst. Like, hey, look, I mean, because that would prove their point that the powers that be are shady as hell.
Yeah, it would.
Oh.
Taking the badge off.
Oh, there's Toph.
Hope you got enough beauty rest.
She's just that easy to bust them out.
Cover your ears. I can't go with you listening.
Oh, God, of course.
Asami.
A little privacy, please.
It's so good to see you.
Korra's in trouble. Amon captured her. We have an Avatar to rescue.
Yeah, that would play right into Amon's hands, Oak, if he just came out and said,
Your flag
hey, it
was
wasn't
down.
me.
Oh.
Oh, she zipped him up.
Now be like Katara and use your sweat and start slicing.
Yeah.
I believe Aang's spirit is trying to tell you something.
What are you doing here, Aang? I told you, I have this under control.
What?
But if what those victims said is true, we're not dealing with a normal criminal.
What?
Follow me, Twinkle Toes.
You think you can stop with the nicknames?
Afraid not.
Oh, it's weird seeing an adult Aang.
Yeah, he's got that Tay Diggs beard going on.
What's the big idea?
What's the big idea?
I've beaten every trumped-up charge you yahoos have brought against me.
Whoa, what are you trying to tell me?
Lynn, you should be in the hospital. You should be in prison.
Do you have any leads?
Nothing yet.
We need Naga.
I'm afraid her polar bear dog is missing as well.
No.
The Equalists are hiding underground.
I know where to start looking. Come on.
Let's bring them all home, Lynn.
The truck with Bolin took off down this alley.
Oh, that's so cool how they do that.
There! Korra has to be in there.
All right, that's one way to do it.
Let's try this way.
And what if Korra's not down there?
Then we pick another tunnel until we find her.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Do you think he likes Korra as more than just a friend?
No, that's just gossip. Where did you hear that?
Spill it.
There was this one time during the tournament.
Uh-oh.
I was upset too, but I'm over it. I don't think it meant anything.
I doubt that.
Oh, well then.
Way to go, bro.
Hide.
Oh, that helps. Yeah,
look at that.
That's one way to do it.
That's a good way to pick a lock.
Everything was delivered to the prison, sir.
We need to get down that tunnel.
You know, for a group that they are, they're pretty well organized.
It's empty. I can see that.
Awesome.
Keep an eye on them.
That's so cool.
Shit.
My officers are inside. What about Korra? I don't see her yet.
Wow, he doesn't play, does he?
No, finally somebody that can take out the henchmen easily.
I'm too late. That monster already took your bending, didn't he? Let's get you out of here.
We don't have the Avatar. Tarlok's lying.
Korra's not here.
Why would Tarlok make up a story about getting attacked?
Because he has Korra.
I was thinking the tram in Resident Evil.
Oh! That's one way to do it.
Fools!
Oh, they're waiting.
Oh boy, a lot of it. Oh!
Hey, look at that. That'll work.
That's one way to do it. Jesus. I'll just put a nice little hole in here.
Hey, they needed a skylight.
Yakone has ruled Republic City's criminal empire for years. Yakone has maintained
Is
his
that
grip
Sokka?
on the underworld by using an ability that has been illegal.
Maybe.
Bloodbending.
Bloodbending is an incredibly rare skill. It would be a mockery of justice to convict a man of a crime that is possible to commit.
Councilman Sokka will...
It is.
In my years, I have encountered people born with rare and unique bending abilities. Even metal bending was considered impossible for all of history. Yakone is one of these unique benders. We find Yakone guilty of all charges.
Oh, Sokka. He's got everybody. Even Aang.
Well, we don't know.
Yeah.
Wow, that many people at the same time?
Have you news of Avatar Korra?
You kidnapped her, Tarlok.
Ridiculous accusation.
He took her.
Hey!
I was on my way out when I saw Tarlok bring her down to the garage. I was terrified to tell because Tarlok is a bloodbender.
Don't make this worse for yourself. Tell us where you have Korra.
Oh, is he gonna do it to all of them? Yep.
Oh, he's gonna do it right in front of him.
Wow. We have never seen that before, this episode.
It's usually been one-on-one.
Wow.
Wake up.
Oh, jeez.
I had this awful dream that Korra was taken by this evil bloodbender.
That really happened.
Is he here right now?
I'll alert the whole force.
Maybe we can still pick up Tarlok's trail.
Let's go.
Oh, she's starting to sweat.
Yep, she's gonna figure it out after all this. Yeah, and he was able to do that while he was cuffed.
Republic City is mine. I'll be back one day to claim it.
Oh! Oh!
This time I'm gonna put you to sleep for good.
Oh! Oh, look at his leg!
Oh, there it is.
I'm taking away your bending.
Wait, the Avatar knew how to take away people's bending?
Yeah, remember? That's what he did the last episode.
Oh, yeah, he took away the Fire Lord's bending. Yeah.
That's why they said only the Avatar should be able to take away the powers.
You were trying to warn me about Tarlok.
My life is a disaster now.
So your little bloodbending secret's out? And I know how you bloodbent me without a full moon. You're Yakone's son.
I was his son. I had to become someone else. My plan was perfect. I was to be the city's savior. You ruined everything.
Tarlok, the jig is up.
The jig is up.
Yeah.
No, I'll escape and start a new life. And you're coming as my hostage.
You'll never get away with this!
Oh, he wasn't expecting that.
It is time for you to be equalized.
Doesn't work on him. Oh, I guess... It's like Jason Voorhees coming at him.
Jesus.
What are you?
I am the solution.
Is he gonna do it?
Oh, what?
Do not underestimate her. Electrocute the box to knock her out.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh.
Ah, brilliant.
Open the box. Tie her up.
Oh! Yeah, gotta watch out for those things.
Yep. Oh, that's badass.
I thought I told you not to underestimate her.
Well, you see what happened was...
That's how cool Borders always ended, too.
Yeah.
Oh, is he gonna find her? Or she's gonna find her. That's right, it's a she.
Naga came looking for me.
Oh.
Of course Naga's gonna find you.
That sounds like Naga. Down there.
Korra!
Where's Tarlok?
Oh, boy.
Oh,
my
here
God.
we go.
right in front of her.
I'm glad you're here.
You're safe now.
Oh boy, easy, Tiger, easy.
Wow. Yeah,
oh, that's the finish. Just when things are going so well, he had to go and make his relationship status complicated. Oh, what an episode. This, again, I feel like a broken record saying it, but they just put so much into these 20-ish minute episodes. It's just incredible. Okay, well, Tarlok's not a problem anymore. He can't bend, so he's pretty much done for. Amon is essentially immune to the blood bending and probably other types of bending, I would assume, as well. I don't know if, again, I don't remember if we actually saw him able to ignore the other types of bending, but the other benders were no match for him. Mm-hmm. So just the fact that he's unaffected by blood bending, he was doing that slow Jason Voorhees walk towards him where he just wasn't affected, and Tarlok couldn't believe it himself. Man, our crew is they're gonna have some work to do, and again, we don't know for sure, but I don't think we're gonna wrap up the Amon storyline in this first season. I got a feeling it's gonna continue for a while, and who knows how this is gonna work out, because Korra still has to become the Avatar. She still has to master the air bending, which would have helped her out in the cage. She could have levitated.
That's what I was thinking she was gonna maybe try and do. Unfortunately, she had a just as good idea.
Yeah, but man, I just want to get to the next episode, if I'm honest.
Yeah, what I loved is that we got to see Aang as a 40-year-old, as he put it, and Toph and Sokka. So it was nice to see them in that. When he gets in the Avatar state, he can avoid blood bending. So I wonder how that works, because as soon as he got out of the state, he could blood bend him, and then he went back into the Avatar state, stopped him, then obviously took his powers away just because. Well, remember at first when he couldn't control the Avatar state, it was always a defense mechanism.
Right.
So this was a way again of his body going defense mechanism. So I'm wondering if he's got a little bit of Avatar in him or something, if he's able to avoid blood bending,
I'm wondering,
or he's just of such mind and soul or something that he does not get affected at all. But still a really good episode. But what's with Bud Bundy going after Korra at the end there? His one girl's right there.
Right there.
Oh no.
Well, the heart wants what the heart wants.
I guess.
I wonder if Amon is a bloodbender himself.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if he's like a super bender.
Well, he was counter bloodbending,
because it slowed him down, but not.
Here's the thing. Now, if I'm Amon and I'm somebody who is maybe not the Avatar, but maybe somebody who is a skilled bender, and I wanted to rule, and this is just, I'm starting to just come up with this. Now, if I wanted to rule and I created a movement to get rid of all the other benders, and then we took away everybody else's bending power, and I was the only one left, then who rules? So this guy's, I don't trust him. I don't trust that he wants everybody to be equal. I think he wants to corral an army to help him take out all the other benders, at which point we will learn that he is a master bender himself. That is my early prediction. This was a fun episode. Cool to see the blood bending. Not so cool to see Mako kind of biff in front of his girlfriend. And the thing is, they've made her a very likable character. You know?
Yeah.
So sometimes in shows or movies,
at first I didn't trust
you don't like somebody's love interest and you hope it works out with somebody else. But this is like, I don't know. She seems pretty nice. So I'm definitely not.
She's helped him out. She turned on her own father.
I'm definitely not rooting against her. So you're kind of like, maybe not the smartest. But as Mason Quinn said, man, for a short show, they pack a lot into these. And, this almost seems like something you could turn into a live action movie. Let's hope not.
Oh, the
at least not under the same direction as the previous one. But this is a lot of fun. Really excited for the next episode.
Yeah, this is really great storytelling at its finest, and we got 3 episodes left for season 1, so I'm excited to see where it goes. So for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.